Despite its childish and wildly immature nature, Talking with Dinosaurs is not intended for children. It has blasphemy, sweary words, sexy talk, and bad, bad thoughts. It is for entertainment purposes only, and while care has been taken to keep information as accurate as possible, paleontology is an ever-growing field with new data and theories constantly changing how we see these prehistoric monsters, so we make no guarantees about accuracy. Not that it matters, paleontologists are just making it all up as they go along anyway. And Mum, I'm still very, very sorry. Hey, welcome back. That's it. It's over. You did it. If you're listening to this, you successfully 2017, and you're here in 2018 with me. Aren't you proud? You survived the bad man, the torrent of perverts, the rains of boiling hot soup, and the war of the spoons. If you're worried about what the future holds, and I do understand that, I have good news. I've read the portents and scried the bones, and it looks like 2018 is going to be great. I see locusts making a major comeback. I'm talking biblical levels here. 2018 is also the year that everyone gets back into dinosaurs, so woo! Congratulations, you're in on the ground floor by being here with me, listening to Talking with Dinosaurs, the world's #1 rated comedy dinosaur edutainment podcast written and hosted by a Kiwi exclusively for adults. I'm your host, Stefan Ado, and I'm so proud to announce that Talking with Dinosaurs is the winner of Podcast of the Year in the first inaugural Talking with Dinosaurs Podcast Awards. I know it might seem a bit dodgy, but I guarantee the votes weren't rigged. I left the polls open for a whole 11 seconds and people could vote for any podcast they like. It's not my fault that I was the only one who voted, and I voted for me. I could have voted for Welcome to Night Vale, but all one voter seemed to think I was the greatest of the year, so I appreciate that. I mean, I know the Adventure Zone Balance finale was this year, but hey, no accounting for taste. Right, I'm supposed to be talking about dinosaurs, aren't I? Stop letting me get distracted. Come on, we're doing this for a while now. Keep me on track. Right, so for this episode's creature, we have to go back 300 million years, back before the time of the dinosaurs. And then we go back forward about 280 million years, because I think I just took you back too far. Look, sorry about that. Look, it's the day after New Year's. I'm still hungover. Give me a break. Right, we're here now anyway, roughly 20 million years ago. Wait a minute, 20 million years? You know dinosaurs lived 20 million years ago. What's this shit? There's nothing cool after the dinosaurs. What could possibly compete with something like the Spinosaurus, the biggest terrestrial predator to ever walk the earth? Well, how about something bigger? As land creatures ourselves, we tend to overlook our submarine friends, but the 8 biggest known predators who ever lived under the sea. And even though it's only the 3rd largest predator ever, this one is perhaps the most terrifying. At 18 meters long, which is almost 1.5 times the length of a brachiosaurus, this brutal killer of sperm whales had a mouth that you could literally walk right into. I speak, of course, of the mighty, mighty Megalodon, king of the ancient oceans, devourer of whales, and not the sort of fish you're likely to find at your local sushi place. First appearing 28 million years ago in subtropical waters, the Megalodon was a true apex predator, diving down to take big old chunks out of the many massive marine monsters of the time. Whales, seals, giant turtles, all of these made their way into the Megalodon's massive maw, as well as any smaller fish that happened to get in the way. They ranged everywhere, from shallow coastal lagoons to deep submarine trenches. Nowhere below the sea was safe, but some places seemed comparatively less dangerous than others. For some reason, megalodons found in the northern hemisphere were smaller on average than their southern compatriots, and the Atlantic megalodon were smaller than their Pacific counterparts. Weird. The only reason I can think of is that New Zealand is in the southern Pacific, and the bigger, more powerful individuals drove the smaller ones away, so they could keep this paradise to themselves. That's science. Not that these smaller ones weren't powerful. Some estimates put the pressure of their bite at 180,000 newtons, the most powerful bite of all time, 10 times that of the great white, and almost as powerful as a 14-year-old boy's grip. If these estimates are correct, these leviathans could have taken a chunk out of a mid-sized car. And when I say chunk, I mean probably bite the whole damn thing in half. Forget a bigger boat, you're probably going to want a Star Destroyer to deal with these jaws. Ha! Two pop culture references in one. Woo! Seriously though, sometimes when you say something like 18 meters long, it can be hard to actually understand how massive that is. For a little context, Bruce, the shark from Jaws, was just a touch over 8 meters long, or about the length of a bus. Megalodon was over twice that. Have you seen that movie? That thing was massive. How could it be twice that size? And it's only the third largest predator of all time? What the hell was bigger than it? Well, coming in at second was the Maoisaurus, a plesiosaur from about 77 million years ago. That was slightly longer than the Megalodon, but honestly not quite as scary. It was named for the Maori and other Pacific Island folk hero / demigod Maui, who, yes, was featured recently in a Disney film. No, I haven't seen it. I've heard it's okay for a Disney film. I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda did some songs. That has to be something. Dude's amazing. Anyway, that leaves us with number 1, the largest active predator of all time. Now here's the funny thing. This mega predator lived in the same time and place as the Megalodon, and was about the same length, just heavier. What was this true Leviathan? Why, it was Leviathan melvillei, a giant murderous sperm whale and very much a true Moby Dick. Leviathan's teeth were up to 30 centimeters long, the largest usable teeth ever found, and would have been a truly terrifying sight to behold. Who would have won when these two titanic terrors met in the open ocean? It's unfortunately really impossible to say. I mean, they're both extinct. It's not like we can just pop down to the beach and watch them go at it. Or can we? Some people think that these bloodthirsty beasts may still exist, battling at the bottom of the ocean, far beyond our knowledge. I mean, after all, the coelacanth reappeared after 66 million years. 8 million years since the extinction of the Megalodon isn't that long. Who knows what might pop up next time you're having a bit of a swim down at the beach. Well, guess it's time to give this mega-toothed bastard a rating. On a rating of pure badassery, I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10, but since it's not a dinosaur, I have to change the rating to 10 out of fish. Is that worse? I don't know. I'm not really paying attention. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, onto our Q&A section, which I have honestly stopped trying to come up with a title for. Huzzah! Alright, let's get into our questions here today. Our first question is, if KFC was around during the time of the dinosaurs, would it be called Kentucky Fried Dinosaurs? And that's from William, from Cheers to Gaming. Thanks for the Kentucky Fried Conundrum, William. I don't know what it is about me that brings these sorts of questions. Paleocast and I Know Dino don't get these, do they? Just me. Well, whatever, here we go. If somehow KFC existed in, say, the Jurassic period, it wouldn't be called KFD. For one thing, it's incredibly unlikely dinosaurs used a Latin-based alphabet. They wouldn't have a K, an F, or a D. There also wasn't anywhere called Kentucky for it to be named after, so if they did use our similar letters, it would probably be called LFD, Laurasian Fried Dinosaur. And the big question, which you've somehow missed, is what did they taste like? Well, I guess it would depend on the dinosaur. Scientists claim the T-Rex and the humble chicken are closely related. Would they taste like chicken? Well, probably not. Carnivores often taste extremely gamey, and we don't want that. According to David Vicario, professor of paleontology at Montana State University, in an article for Popular Science, dinosaurs like Gallimimus would probably be the best tasting. I'd be pretty keen to give it a try. Thanks, William. Be sure to check him out on Cheers to Gaming on YouTube. Though if he says anything offensive, I didn't endorse him, okay? Let's just keep that on the down low. Now, for our second question. I am a proto-anarcho-communist, and I've outgrown the outdated ideals of monarchy. Do I have to drop the Rex from my name? My comrades say I should, but I like it. My mum called me T-Rex, you know, and that's from tired of being a tyrant lizard in Taranaki. Well, Rex, a name is just a name. If your comrades are so upset about it, they're probably posers only in it for the image. Ditch the losers and seize the memes of production from the common theropod. Show them that a royal dinosaur can bring equality with the best of them. Right, well, that's it. I'm done. Podcast over for this episode. I've got to get this 2018 thing figured out and see if I need to invest in a nuclear bomb shelter or not. Thanks for spending 2017 listening to me talk about dinosaurs, and if you didn't, well, shit, welcome aboard, I guess. Hi. feel free to jump onto Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and or YouTube and give me the old like and subscribe. The old like and subscribe. And ratings on iTunes are always appreciated. You can also listen on Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, or your podcast app of choice, and make sure you show your friends about the weird Kiwi who says stupid shit about dinosaurs. If you have any dinosaur-related questions, please tweet them at me with the hashtag TalkingDinoCast, message me on the Facebook page, or email them to talkingwithdinosaurs@gmail.com. I am getting quite low at the moment, so any would be greatly appreciated. Preferably not about dinosaur penises. I do have a reputation already, I don't need to make that worse. But if it has to be about dinosaur penises, I guess just deal with that. Okay, well, go celebrate living in the future. I've been Stefan Ato, and we have been Talking with Dinosaurs.